sleep. We all need it. We all wish we could have more, and yet you probably complain about it more than you really should. Despite all of this, how many of us actually do anything about it? I mean, how many things can you honestly say you do to better your sleep? Or can you name more things which hurt your sleep? Yeah, don't worry, mate. I was the same way for years. But one of the things that really turned my life around was being conscious of the amount of sleep I got. Some of the benefits I obtained from taking care of my sleep include a more clear and focused mind, or getting enough hours of high quality sleep. It fosters attention and concentration, which are prerequisites for most learning. Sleep also supports numerous other aspects of cognition, including memory, problem solving, creativity, emotional processing, and judgment. The main takeaway from all of this is that sleep allows you to store memories. Without enough sleep, your brain isn't really given enough time to actually store the information you consume on a day-to-day basis, effectively making a lot of the studying you do before you sleep actually worthless. Significantly less stress is another benefit I found. According to the National Sleep Foundation, stress and sleep are closely connected. When we don't get enough sleep, our bodies go into fight or flight mode, which means that the body releases a stress hormone, such as cortisol. Now, with my very limited understanding of basic biochemical science, which is nothing, no understanding by the way, cortisol is a chemical which you're going to be wanting to be very careful with. The release of a lot of cortisol on a day-to-day basis can prevent proper muscle growth. The cortisol increase can cause worry and stress, and of course, increased cortisol levels makes it harder to sleep. So by not sleeping, you actually make it harder to sleep for your future self. Of course, the opposite can also be said. The more consistent you are with your sleep, the more easier it will be to sleep consistently. Another benefit is that I began growing muscle significantly faster. This is because during sleep, the body releases human growth hormone, or HGH, which plays a crucial role in muscle repair and growth. Of course, our old friend cortisol plays a factor here too. Don't you love to see recurring characters? Anyways, high consistent levels of cortisol can reduce muscle growth. Of course, when you don't sleep, we have previously mentioned this, it will increase cortisol. Therefore, by sleeping more, less cortisol is produced and more muscle growth can be achieved. Another benefit is more fat loss. Notice how I said fat and not weight loss. This is because not all of us want to lose weight, as some of that weight can be muscular, which is what we are trying to keep. Most of us, I'm sure, want to lose fat. Researchers found that when dietists cut back on sleep over a 14-day period, the amount of weight they lost from fat dropped by 55%, even though their calories stayed equal to when they were in a calorie deficit. Side note, if you don't want to see a video on calorie deficit and losing fat, then please let me know in the comments, and reminder to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, back to the video. Doing research for this video, I went in initially with the purpose of just talking about the benefits I found and knew were linked to my sleep. But in doing my research, I also found another benefit which I did not know was linked to my sleep, and that is clear skin. Consistently, experiencing poor quality sleep takes a toll. One study of good sleepers and poor quality sleepers found that poor sleepers had significantly higher signs of skin aging. Good sleepers had 30% greater recovery of their skin barrier, the outermost layer of skin cells that helps to retain moisture and protect your skin from harsh external elements like ultraviolet or UV rays and pollutants. And a third thing is that at the 24 hours mark after exposure to UV lights, good sleepers had significantly better recovery from erythema, a type of skin rash caused by injured or inflamed blood capillaries. Good sleepers also reported a better perception of their physical attractiveness. This demonstrates how the impact can be both aesthetic and medical. Sleep affects not only how your skin looks, but also its ability to protect itself and recover from skin irritations. During sleep, your body restores and repairs itself from the stresses of the day. This includes your skin, the largest organ in the human body, as part of your body's own nightly regenerative skincare routine. This can have a positive impact on inflammatory skin complaints like acne and eczema. In terms of aesthetic improvements, good quality sleep also counts as beauty sleep because it can significantly improve the appearance of the skin. Now look, I hear you. I've heard enough of why good quality sleep is important for me. When are you going to tell me how to actually get some good sleep? Well, one thing before I let you in on all the secrets, I do have to tell you that none of what I say will mean a damn thing to you unless you implement the information I'm about to give you. This does not have to be immediate. You can take your time with applying these skills. In fact, I recommend that. However, you must apply them. If you do not apply not one of these tips I am going to give you, then it's simply count all of what I say as useless words to you. Number 1, have a good sleep routine or sleep hygiene. Having a regular routine helps to improve sleep. It's something called sleep hygiene. A good sleep routine should include having a set time to start winding down, and a way to relax is important too. Going to bed and getting up at fixed times is another good sleep habit. Ideally, a sleep routine should be the same every day, including weekends. This is something that even I struggle with, and I have been trying to improve my sleep for a very long time, so don't feel too much pressure to do this perfectly. Number 2, try mindfulness for sleep. Anxiety, worry, and stress can have a massive impact on how well we sleep. Luckily, there are things you can do daily to help manage your worries, like talking to someone you trust or writing in a notebook about your concerns. If you often lie awake worrying, I do this very often. Set aside some time before bed to make a to-do list for the next day. This can be a good way to put your mind at rest. I've personally been doing this for the last 2-3 weeks now, and the results and impact on my sleep have been phenomenal. Genuinely, even I do not get a lot of sleep, but the little sleep, well, I wouldn't say little, but the fairly decent quantity of sleep that I get is very high quality. Number 3, create the right sleep environment. It's generally easier to drop off when it's quiet, dark, and cool. However, the right sleep environment is personal, so try different things and see what works for you. Silence is golden when it comes to sleep for many of us. So wearing earplugs or putting your phone on silent or out of the room entirely, which is a great recommendation if you're asking me personally, can keep things quiet and can give you a great quality sleep. Good curtains or blinds can help to keep a room dark and avoid unwanted lights by keeping clocks out of view and phones facing down. Make sure your room is the right temperature for you and well ventilated, as a cool room is usually better to sleep in than a hot or stuffy one. Some people also find it helps to play music for sleep, such as ambient sounds like rainfall, gentle music, or white noise, though personally I would not recommend it. At the end of the day, you need to actually apply these tips to your routine, but I really hope that you can improve the quality and, of course, the quantity of your sleep. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment if you have a friend with god-awful sleep. Although I imagine you probably clicked on this video because you're the one with the god awful sleep. This is the 7 a.m. guy, signing out.